it's a blessing for us to be able to do what we're doing.
Odessa Henderson, or Mrs. Odessa as she's known to many, is a homeless outreach nurse in South LA who works for Hopix. She and her partner Jose devote their lives to saving people living on the streets.
This is where I grew up. I grew up in Los Angeles, in the hood, as they say, in Watts. And if I could help people from our neighborhood, you know, it blesses me.
A lot of RVs here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And while the homeless population exploded during the pandemic, there are signs of it ebbing.
So right now we're on our way to see a client who was recently housed. This is her first time ever being in her own apartment. She was living in a shed in a yard.
That client is 61-year-old Janice, who proudly showed us her apartment.
Was it a big adjustment moving inside after so many years?
Yes. And I believe it was more than 5 to 6. I believe it was like 7, 8, 9.
And even though Janice has a home,
what about a sweatshirt?
Henderson still looks after her.
We'll give you a pair of sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
With 46,000 people living on the streets of LA, Henderson is fighting an overwhelming battle each day.
It's heavy. You know, they tell us you don't take your work home with you. You're not supposed to do that. And that's ridiculous because those are just words. It's impossible, actually, to not take a portion of this home with you.
The crisis is impossible to escape.
This is what you're up against, right? This guy who's like talking to himself.
Having a meth episode.
And of course, one of the major issues is space. There simply aren't enough beds or temporary housing to help everyone. Lisa is one of Henderson's clients who lives in an RV and on a wait list for housing. Today, Henderson is checking on her medication and delivering some hope.
And I'm going to put all this information together and then try to get you matched.
Henderson is relentless in her mission to save people from life on the streets.
Going back up in front.
And she radiates warmth and optimism.
As long as it's a better situation than they were in when I met them, that's a success.
In South LA, Tom Waite, KCAL News.